Hello, my name's Ben. I'm the manager of Lux Foundry. If you're watching this video, it means that you've been offered a job as a runner. So congratulations, welcome to the team. The reason for this video, this is basically just here to give you a brief overview of your job description before we sit down together to go through it in depth. So by the end of this video, you should have a bit of an understanding of what the expectations of you will be as a runner. Let's get straight in. So your purpose is to support the front of house and kitchen teams through the correct and efficient delivery of food and drinks. So you'll be running food and drinks. It's expected that you will be very efficient and get it right. The reason why it's so important is because we want customers to consistently experience an exceptional product in a warm, fun and welcoming environment. So every guest that walks through that door, and for the team as well, we always want to have a warm, fun and welcoming environment. We cannot do that without runners, without good runners. Now, key result areas for your job. There's a little bit of the nitty gritty for you. So it's broken into 3 sections. The first is knowledge. So it's going to be expected that you have knowledge of all of the food dishes and variations. Not straight away, but within 4 weeks, you should understand exactly by sight. You should be able to recognize what a dish is and what variations accompany it. So for example, a breakfast roll compared to a vegetarian breakfast roll, or smashed avocado with avo and bacon, with poached egg and bacon, compared to a smashed avo with poached egg and halloumi. These are things that you'll need to recognize very quickly by sight. An understanding of different coffee and their serving standards. So within the first 4 weeks, it will be, within probably the first 2 weeks, it will be expected that you can recognize every different coffee by sight and how that coffee is supposed to be served. Just in terms of presentation. So which spoons go with it? Does it get a marshmallow? Does it have chocolate on the top? These are things that you'll be expected to know. An understanding of all drinks and serving standards. So drinks that are served differently. It will be expected that you can recognize all of the cold drinks as well. So same as food and coffee, you'll just need to be able to know what everything is within the first 2 weeks. Okay. An understanding of your job description on order of service. Now, order of service is something that we will go through when we sit down together, but basically it just means the day-to-day operations, the day-to-day running, what your job is. Okay? But it's pretty quickly you should understand exactly how you fit within the team during a service and what to do and when to do it. And lastly, in terms of knowledge, this is probably the most important thing to learn very quickly within the first few days are the table numbers. It's the first thing you need to learn are all the table numbers. Okay, you need to know which tables are where so that you're taking the right thing to the right place. Now, order of service. It's going to be expected that you have a sense of urgency at all times, which means move fast. Stay calm, don't be frantic. There's never any reason to panic. But it will be expected. We do get very busy, so it will be expected that you're moving fast. Okay, we all move fast. Prioritization regarding which dishes to run. So these are all things that we'll teach you. But for example, if you hear bells going off and you can see that there's food on the pass and there's coffees up and there's cold drinks up, which do you take first? We will go through this together, but it will be expected that you can prioritize that in your head in the correct way. Which will be something that you'll learn very quickly. A prioritization of supporting roles. So as a runner, your primary job is to run food and drink to tables, but there will also be other jobs that you need to do to help the team. So whether that be filling up water bottles to help restock a station, or clearing some tables, wiping down tables and things like that. So like running food and drink, there are certain things that have higher priority than others, which are things that we'll teach you within your first couple of weeks. But after 4 to 6 weeks, you should have a very good understanding of how to prioritize those jobs. Lastly is a knowledge of table settings. So again, something that we'll teach you is how to set a table so that if we are really busy, it's one of those supporting roles of setting tables. So you should be able to set a table correctly according to how we set tables at Lux. But again, this is something that we'll teach you. Now, some skills that you will learn that will be very necessary for your job. You may not possess these skills yet, which is okay, but it will be very important to practice so that you get proficient in these skills pretty quickly. Firstly is 3-plate carry. So it's the very first thing you'll ever learn in hospitality is how to carry 3 plates. Once you've done that, it can be a little bit awkward, can be a little bit stressful to learn, but it's fine. We've all gone through it. Once you've learned how to carry 3 plates, we're going to teach you how to carry 3 coffees. From there, the sky is the limit. Some of the guys in the shop can carry 5 coffees, but we don't need you to do that. We only need you to carry 3. So three plates and 3 coffees will be the first 2 skills that you learn. We're also going to teach you, this is further down the track, we will teach you Basic Automate, which is our point of sale system, how we input orders, the computer system that we use. We'll teach you how to use that. And basic knowledge of service maintenance procedures. So it's just a fancy way of saying how to restock, where to get everything from, and a few other little maintenance procedures on the floor that we will teach you along the way. Key performance indicators. This is how I'll judge your performance. All right, this is what you'll be tested on. So firstly, food running. It will be expected that when the kitchen ring the bell, you answer that bell within 30 seconds from wherever you are in the shop. Once the bell goes, you have 30 seconds to get to that bell to run that food. As soon as the food hits the pass, it's ready to go and it starts going cold. Same goes with coffee. So as soon as a coffee bell rings, you have 30 seconds to get to that coffee pass and run that coffee. Cold drinks are a little bit different. Cold drinks are already cold. They don't go colder. So cold drinks, you get a little bit more leeway. So food and coffee will always get preference over cold drinks. That's what we're talking about in the earlier slide when we talk about prioritization. Cold drinks, you have 2 minutes to get to the cold drink. So run the food, run the coffee, then come back for the cold drink. Lastly, a key performance indicator will be menu knowledge. Now, tests suck. I do realize that. I hate them, but they're effective. So we do have menu tests, which I will use to assess your knowledge of the menu, and which will start very, very basically, which will just be a test with pictures on it. And I'll say, what's that, what's that, what's that, to make sure you can recognize what each dish is. And from there, they'll get more complex so that you really develop a comprehensive understanding of our menu and everything on it. Okay. Lastly, just some little keys to success in this role. Like this can be a very, very easy place to work. It is actually quite an easy place to work. It's just busy, all right? But that makes it fun. So firstly, in order to succeed here, have fun. Have fun with customers, have fun with the team, be yourself. Don't stress about anything. We have a very supportive team who all want to have fun together, because at the end of the day, yes, we are here to do a job, but if you can't laugh while you're doing it, then there's no point. All right, so have fun. Secondly, stay calm. Lux is a very, very busy shop. Lux is gets stressful for me, and I've been doing this for 17 years. So stay calm at all times, all right? If you ever need help, if anything ever goes wrong, there's always going to be someone there to help you and support you. But it's very important that you stay calm, because if you start to panic, then that energy feeds through. Customers feel it, the team feels it, and it can have a negative impact on people's experience, all right? So always stay calm. The third thing you need to do, I suppose, always be moving. So there is never, ever, ever a reason to stand still. If there's no food and drinks up, or if there's nothing to run, go and find something to do. Fill up water bottles, wipe tables, clean something. There will always be something for you to do. There is never a reason to stand around doing nothing. Never. Lastly, be ready to work hard and fast. So Lux is a great place to work, but we do work very hard. So be ready for that. We move fast, we move efficiently. We're not frantic, but we do work very hard when we need to. Okay, so just be ready for that, and you will succeed very, very quickly. The next step, eventually, the goal is always to move you from a runner into a higher position. But we just want you to get the basics down first, and then we'll go from there. All right, but the sky's the limit. It just depends on how far you want to go. That's it. That's all from me. If I haven't met you yet, I can't wait to meet you. Congratulations. Welcome to the team. That's all. Have a good day or night or whatever time it is that you're watching this.